Yep. Another Game & Watch video. Wow, so soon after the last one? Yeah, you know what? I want to play more popular games too, because I'd like to get more views and subscribers, but you know what? This is the gimmick. I'm gonna stick to it. Chronological order. You want me to get to Mario faster? Then subscribe! So this game is called Manhole, and the goal of it is to, more or less just prevent Darwin Awards from being given out, because as you can see, these people are just walking straight into a hole. Mama! As far as I can tell, they have functioning eyes, but that doesn't matter. They're just like, nope, I'm sure my levitation powers will kick in at any moment. Yeah, we're basically just helping stupid people. That's the name of the game. Helping stupid people. Manhole. Nope. Helping stupid people. I mean, look at the guy you're playing as too. I mean, this guy's got some strength. I mean, he's hanging on for dear life on these bridge arches and using nothing but pure upper and lower body strength to not only keep himself held up, but also to hold up the weight of other people. I mean, look out, Superman. So, the games that we will be playing today are all featured in the Gold series of Game & Watch games, named for the gold plating on the devices, as well, or gold colored, I should say. No, they're not selling actual gold. Yeah, exactly. He's very, very disappointed that they didn't sell real gold for like $5 or whatever this went for. But yes, the Gold series is named for the gold coloring on the devices, as well as the gold used in the LCD screen. Similar to how the Silver series used silver for those things. So, yeah, we're getting a little ritzy. We're getting a little, high class, shall we say. Pure gold in our Game & Watch games. So as you can see here, we have an extra ability. Well, as soon as this guy's finished getting wet and being upset about it. I mean, I don't know what you thought was happening. You were walking straight into a hole, you idiot. And there we go. The first of many game overs. Right in the middle of my story, too. Such is the life of a Game & Watch commentator. But yes, as you can see, we have an extra button, which allows us to immediately move diagonally, like so. And if I'm down here, it moves us diagonally there. One single button, that's all you need. Most of the time I forget about it, because normally I'm just like, oh, I'll just move like this, as opposed to like this. But, you know, it's useful from a technical standpoint. I'm just dumb. But it's okay for me to be dumb, because I'm rich. I'm made of gold. I mean, once they walk at it once, I guess their levitation powers do kick in, so maybe that's... Maybe I'm not actually fixing any gaps in this bridge here. Maybe this plate actually gives them levitation powers briefly, so they can... I guess the game designers know more than me, is what I'm learning here. So, put your ego away. I know you just got 100 subscribers, so you know you're kind of a big deal now. I mean, you got that fancy aluminum play button now, but you know, relax. So the real key is to just pay attention, see okay who's moving first. You know what's not very conducive to paying attention? Commentary! Yeah, everyone's basically walking at the same speed, so you just have to be paying attention, like, okay, who's walking first? And where are they in relation to the closest hole, I guess? That's what she said? I don't know, there was something there. You win some, you lose some in the, improv comedy game, because as we all know, I'm a real comedian. Shut up, I am! Rude.
I made a boo-boo, yeah.
Okay, I guess the Game & Watch people don't think I'm a real comedian, but you guys do, right? Right. This is all I have, please. Just like and subscribe. Okay, YouTube chilling over. Let's move on to hard mode. Wow. Hard mode is so much more different. So I should also mention that in addition to this being in the Gold series of Game & Watch games, of course, this being the high-class rich episode of the Game & Watch Smash History series, this was also re-released a couple years later in the new widescreen series. Not the widescreen series, the new widescreen series. Which, I mean, clearly that was a name that was destined to be outdated, but alas. So yes, and I'm still, as you can see, I'm still playing through the Game & Watch Gallery series. That's the new widescreen version is basically what this is based off of. From what I understand, the only real difference is that there's a little more, there are facial expressions as opposed to, I believe in the original, they were just the blank Mr. Game & Watch type models in the game here. And there's also like an extra animation of them falling in the water for the new widescreen, but other than that, it's more or less. I did both options there. I moved diagonally with the button, and then I moved diagonally with the D-pad. I wasn't committing to anything, I guess. And I certainly wasn't committing to the guy in the lower left there, because, you know what? Screw him. But yes, this was re-released in the new widescreen series, and that's the version that we're playing, more or less. As that's what was emulated in the Game & Watch Gallery. Not emulated as in, like, ROMs or whatever, like, recreated, I guess. Because, obviously, LCD screen games work on different technology than cartridge-based video games. So as you can see in this, there's a little bit of it's still a tight margin of error, maybe not as tight as Fire, but Fire also only had 3 potential spots where you could be in the game, whereas this has 4. You can clearly see the evolution of video game design throughout the series already. That guy's not feeling it, but it's still there. But either way, it's still, you have to be, it's almost like a rhythm game in a way. But you just have to really pay attention because, I mean, it'd be like if you're playing Guitar Hero, but all the different colors on the fretboard were in various different locations all across the screen, as opposed to just being nice and neat right next to each other. So I guess the moral of this story is that I can't be a jerk and pretend that this is easy, because I did not break 100 at all in any of these rounds. So, but let's not focus too much on my embarrassment. I said stop, please. No, don't go in the comments telling me I suck. Come on, I'm just trying to show the history. I'm not saying that I'm good at all these games. Oh, God. Whatever. Next game. So this game is called Helmet. And the goal of this is, go home.
Okay.
No, wait, not you. No, come back, please. No, I meant, it's, you need to go home in the game. See, the problem is that God hates you, and he is expressing that hatred by, for one, as you can see, raining various tools down upon you, down upon your head, and also continually closing your door, preventing you from entering your home. One would think that you could attempt to perhaps open your door, but who are we to question God's will? And the final step in God's wrath is that every time you do finally make it, you finally make it through your doors, he just teleports you right back to where you were. So, I mean, yeah, this is a very Sisyphean metaphor here to get a little literary with you, because, you know, I read.
Damn, not here.
And you can see that's what happens. And not even the sweet embrace of death can satiate God's wrath. Because he finally gets you, you finally die, and then you just right back here again. This is, whew. In a way, you could say that this is a meta-commentary on how games would work from this day forward. Oh, definitely. Yeah. And you don't even get a moment. There's no death animation at all. It's just like, nope, you're dead. Boom. Game over. That's it. You sure this isn't a creepypasta game? Of course, a game like this would feature the wrath of God, because we're high class, don't you know? This is in the Gold series. And only someone as grandiose and all-knowing as God could properly be represented in a series like this. Okay, so what I'm learning is that the tools, they hit you one location before you think that they would hit you. No. I was under the impression that once they're in their lowest position, there's still a little bit of time, but nope. No, that's yeah. So it really looks like I'm just an idiot. Maybe I secretly want this. Maybe my character prayed to God, like, please put me in this nightmare scene where tools are constantly raining down upon my head, and I just want to go home, but I can never make it because my door is closed and I can't open it for some reason. But even when the door is open and I can go home, I just teleport back to where I was. Oh, God. Literally. So here's a little fun fact about this game. In the UK, when this game came out, it was not known as Helmet. It was known as Headache. Because, well, for starters, I suppose it makes more sense, because getting hit by one of these would cause a headache. Whereas Helmet, I mean, if this stuff is hurting him that badly, the helmet that he is wearing must not be very effective, so, I don't know. But furthermore, helmet is apparently a British insult. So they're just like, oh, okay. That'll cause all the 12-year-olds over there to start chuckling, and we don't want that, so... Headache it is. So close, so close. I was like, come on, door, open. I know you can hear me, God. Please, just open the door. No. No such luck. Once again, God fails us. Hard mode. I think this is another case of the hard mode just being more of the same. There's not really any extra... It's not like, oh, there's an extra place for the tools to fall. I think it starts out a little crazier, and I think maybe the speed might be higher at later points. I don't know, but yeah. Can you tell that I haven't really played these games very much? I've more or less just played these once just to try them out. And then here I go. I'm clearly, I know how to prepare properly for this series. Yeah. Noticing that the door is open for smaller intervals of time, so I guess that's probably what makes it hard to. That's what she said. I told you guys I'm a comedian. You laughed. No, you did. Shut up. Man. Oh, we hit 70 points. It's going faster now. Kind of an arbitrary number to go faster on, but okay. I double tapped there on accident. I thought that the tool would disappear by that point. Clearly my timing is all off, which is kind of a problem considering, you know, my profession. Well, my other profession. My secondary profession, my primary, of course, being comedy. I'm funny! And you can see here that you might be thinking, oh, I can just camp here, but no, eventually, I didn't press anything there, it just eventually goes. So, they thought of everything, apparently. And as you can see, you can't go back to the starting location. Once you're out, you're out. Kind of detecting a cool little rhythm there, like do 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 do. I mean, I told you I was a drummer. This is hitting the right spot for me, man. I don't know. I think the music in these games is only getting better as time goes on. Also, I didn't even notice this. The score basically just goes up the longer you stay alive. It's pretty interesting. You know, I seem to remember too that I seem to vaguely remember when my first time playing this, I didn't even realize you could go in. I didn't know what the door opening meant. I didn't try going in for a little while. I eventually figured it out, but it was just like, oh, the whole point is just survival. That makes sense. But no, you're supposed to. As you can see, you get a bigger point bonus for successfully navigating across the two doors here and making it inside. And once you hit 200 points, the game breaks. No, you just get a little acknowledgement, and your lives reset, which is nice. So, nicer if you're trying to go for those stars in the Game & Watch gallery. It's nice to, like, okay, I can hit 200 points, and then it's basically a nice little reset. So, Nintendo does care. Unless, you know, you're emulating, then straight to jail with you. Don't ask how I'm recording this. I mean, as long as you're not, you know, accidentally cornering yourself, yeah, this game's not too bad, challenge-wise. Maybe take a little getting used to, especially with the way the way you initially think that or the way at least I initially thought the tools would have one more spot before they hit your head, but no, it's right above, not right on, I guess. But I mean, once you get used to that, then yeah, it's just okay, just keep going across. As long as you're not taking stupid hits because you're not paying attention because you're commentating, but you know, see, look at that, I'm looking away from the screen, looking at the camera. I suck, I guess. But I also entertain, and that's the point. Because as we know, I am a comedian. Have I run this bit to the ground yet? Maybe I'm not a comedian.
Here we go!
Go for it, go for it. Oh, yeah. Am I playing Game & Watch or am I playing Sonic? Because I sped across so fast. Whoo! sudden speed increase messed with me at the wrong time. Oh well, that's what happens. So, you get the gist of this game. I'd say let's, why don't we end this video with the next game in the series, which of course is Lion. Uh-oh. Oh god, I was worried about this. I didn't want to face lions, man. Not because I have, like, a particular fear of them or anything, but, you know, I'm allergic to cats. This game's actually pretty interesting, so you can see here that you have to control 2 people now, not just 1. And, how that works is that, at least in the, Game & Watch Gallery version, you have the D-pad controls the guy on the left, and you have the face buttons controlling the guy on the right. So, in the actual Game & Watch machine, you just have 4 buttons, and the 2 on the left control Mr. Left, and the 2 on the right control Mr. Right. So, there you go. So as you can see, this game is very true to life, because, as we all know, Lion's one weakness is, a chair. So if you ever find yourself in the wild, and you're face to face with a lion, remember, always bring a chair. But yeah, there's a little more to juggle here in this game. I think it's pretty safe to say that, because you have, you're controlling 2 people now, so... And these lions, they're pretty crafty. They'll switch sides, they'll team up on one side, so you can't just have one guy camping on one side and then camping on the other or whatever. Like, no, you have to keep moving. You have to constantly keep moving in this game. So, it's a little bit of a spicy challenge here. And as you can see, the lions also really love faking you out, too. That annoying, doo-doo sound, doo-doo! That's supposed to indicate that, oh, the lion's about to jump out, but then the lion will just decide, you know what, nah, not today. I ain't that hungry. I'm not so hungry that I'm gonna risk, facing off against my one true nemesis, the chair! Fortunately, it doesn't look like these lions know how to climb trees, unlike most cats, so... Looks like the zookeepers here, or whatever they're supposed to be, I guess they get pretty lucky, so if the lions ever get out, then, you know, well, there's always the tree. So once again, I was about to do my, usual questioning of this game's logic, but I mean, I don't know, I guess, because I was about to question, like, okay, why, who built this cage? Why is this cage so shoddy that a lion can just walk out if there aren't chairs around? But I mean, I guess, like, once the lions are in there, I mean, what are you supposed to do? I don't know. I mean, if these are the only 2 zookeepers, I mean, like, one of them just decides to leave to get a proper cage. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're not taming the lions before you're deciding to put them in the cage, I mean, I guess, I don't even know how they got in there in the first place if they're so angry that they're just attacking on sight. Like, how'd they even get in this shoddy cage to begin with? I mean, I guess the only answer, of course, is, chair. Well, let's try hard mode, I guess. Wow, that's a good intro into hard mode. So it should be pretty obvious what the difference in hard mode is, unlike the last 2 games. As you can clearly see, the shade of green on the trees and grass is ever so slightly. It's very subtle, but ever so slightly brighter. So it's a little harder to notice where the lions are, because that extra brightness really just messes with your eyes. Oh yeah, and I guess there are 3 lines now instead of 2, but you know, mainly the shade of green. thought I moved up there, but no, game said no. Oh well, who am I to argue with the game, I guess. So the annoying thing about this game is that, at least if you're trying to go for high scores, is that unlike the previous game, you don't get points for surviving. You only get points whenever you block an attempted escape. So, you know, and you get 2 points each time as opposed to 1, so it's definitely better than it could have been. But either way, sometimes the lions here can get a little lazy. As we know, cats can be sometimes, but they'll just decide, you know what, this cage is actually pretty comfy, I don't think I'm gonna jump out. I'll still try and scare the zookeepers every now and again, but nah, I'm not gonna leave. So there can be long stretches of time, as we were kind of seeing there, as I was talking about it. There was a pretty decent stretch of time where the lions just didn't attack. So you can be sitting there for a while just wanting your score to go up, and it just doesn't happen. It's funny, I vaguely remember when I first played these games, like in preparation for the series and everything. I remember having a fairly easy time with this, and having a harder time with Helmet, but Helmet I was actually, like, I was doing pretty well on. I was only really getting hit because I was focusing on commentary, but here it's like, wow, I'm failing. Which I suppose the reason for that is also, you know, commentary, because it's very distracting. This definitely seems like the type of game that is easier if you're fully paying attention to it, but you know. Either way, it was an opposite situation, so I don't really remember my first playthrough of Manhole, so we'll call that the control the control group in this test. That line delivery was almost good, but then my throat decided to just want to escape. And this is why I'm a dog person. Right away. Just right away. No chance. Man versus nature, bet on nature. So you may be wondering how this given job is high class and fitting of the name Gold. But I mean, if you think about it, these type of exotic cat-like predators are very popular pet choices for some of the more wild celebrities out there. So I'd say this fits. You know, this is high class. This is high class. I mean, nothing's more high class than being eaten alive. And also, nothing's more high class than whacking things with chairs. Because when I think of high-class events, I think pro wrestling. I mean, you gotta feel bad for these guards here. I mean, like, this is a full-time 24-hour job. I mean, no lunch breaks, no bathroom breaks, nothing. I mean, granted, I guess this is the type of job that, I don't think bathroom breaks really have to be a worry, because, well, let's put it this way, I'm pretty sure these guys brought their brown pants. But I mean, think about it, like, imagine if it was just like, I mean, what do you think happens here? Like, the lions just stop being this hyperactive the moment the guard's just like, well, time for lunch. You know, the lions are just like, oh yeah, cool, that's cool, bro. Yeah, I don't know. You get the picture, right? Yeah, I think that's a good video right there. So, yeah, the only thing left to do is talk about today's sponsor, which of course is Gold. Gold, we're high class now. Welcome to the land of the rich. Let me just Did the sponsor not send me any of the product? William Devane, you lied to me. Gold sucks. Silver forever.